Okay, it's on. We go live. Girl, you're so down.
Let me have some.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, let me have some of that.
Oh,
Yeah, you would give me some.
really?
But no, I'm having my couple of times. I ain't gonna be getting on here with that because then I'll probably be
Okay, I think we got some people watching. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? It's Sisters from Another Mister. Live movie reviews. You want to introduce yourself?
Samantha.
And Tanya. And we are Sisters from Another Mister. We go way back like four flats on a Cadillac. So we consider ourselves to be sisters.
Yes.
So, anywho, the movie that we're going to be reviewing, minute that some of y'all go see the movie. So I'm hoping that a lot of y'all did get a chance to see the movies already. It came out like what, a month ago?
Mm-hmm. Just about a month ago.
Yeah, it came out about a month ago, and we went to see it together. Like once a month. We a little while ago, we just started this Sisters from Another Mister movie reviews channel where we like once a month just pick a random movie. Sometimes she'll pick, sometimes I'll pick, and we watch it, and we basically give y'all a couple of weeks to go check it out, and then we come and bring y'all a review of the movie. So, anywho, hey, Miss Hawk. I was supposed to start at 7:30, so, here we are. But, anywho, Miss Hawk said, hello, Samantha. Let me put it right here so you can see the
Hello, Miss Hawk. How you doing tonight?
But, yeah, she went to see the movie. Miss Hawk did. What you thought about the movie, Miss Hawk? Would you give it out of 1 through 10, what would you rate it? What would you rate
it? 7.5.
7.5. What would I rate it? I would rate it about maybe a 8.5. Maybe about 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5.
In the beginning, it was just, to me, I didn't quite understand what was going on with the Viola Davis and
that Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
her husband.
Her husband. I didn't understand what was going on there. And I was like, 1 minute it'd be like they about to be like they both there, and then it'd be like they wasn't, and then she fixing him a shot, but she takes it. So I was like, wait a minute, what is this here? But
yeah, Miss Hall said she give it an 8 too.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's about right. 7.5 to 8.5. Yeah, we all feel around the same age, the same age range. But just for those who probably didn't see the movie, I'm gonna just give you a little recap, just what it's about. Basically, it's a heist movie. It's like a thriller. And if you love Viola Davis, especially in How to Get Away with Murder,
yes,
I'm telling you, you will love it. If you like a fan of Set It Off, you will love it. I mean, like, seriously.
All that do line up, though. That do. It is. Yep. If you do see the movie, you'll see where all of this tie into that. Really, yes, that is true.
Yep, but it's really great. But basically, the movie is set in Chicago, Illinois, and it's set back in 2008. And I don't know why, but I think they set it back in that year because we all know Chicago is known for a lot of crime.
Yes.
And they said that year in particular was like the city has seen like a 15% increase in murders. So I'm thinking that's probably why they had it set in Chicago. If you watch the movie, you'll see what I'm getting at. But Veronica, who's played by Viola Davis, that's Viola Davis. She plays Veronica, and she works for Chicago Teachers Union. And she's not a criminal. Like, criminal is like the farthest thing from her mind. She's just she works, she goes to work, she comes home, she takes care of her man, takes care of her house, has a little dog. Cute little dog. A cute little doggy.
Oh,
And
yes.
basically really famous. The white guy, Liam Neeson. Matter of fact, let me I can pull up a picture of him real quick. Picture of both of them. Okay. I just want to pull up a few photos so you guys can know who we talking about.
Yeah. See,
But
honey.
here he is, Liam Neeson. That's the guy. A lot of people know him. He's been I can't think right now. But anywho, he stars in those three movies where his daughter was kidnapped, and I can't remember the name of the doggone movie, and I love that movie. But anyway, Taken. Thank you, Miss Hall.
Yeah.
Always coming through in the clutch, Miss Hall. Okay, so that's them right there. That's Viola Davis. Most people know her. She's been in a lot of movies, stars in How to Get Away with Murder. So that's her and him right there. And excuse me. Basically her husband, the line of work that he does is in the robbery. Any idea what kind of work he did?
No.
I
I
don't
don't think
either.
she did because I know that a lot of people have drivers and it's really not the wealthy only people now that have people driving around. But I noticed when the driver had told her that after everything that they go on, and her husband was like, if this and this and that happened, give her this and go get this book out of the drop box or
Mhm.
lockbox. It kind of, that thugness just jumped out of her somewhere.
Right.
I don't know where it came from, but she was like ready.
Like Miss Hall, did you think her character was believable? I was quite surprised to see her first in black,
Yes.
I support other movies too.
Right, don't
So,
get around.
hell, the first one we went to see for our new movie review thing was Halloween. So I think it was 3 black people in that movie.
And I'm scared of that.
But yeah, but as far as like the criminal world that he's from, she didn't have no idea that her husband was out there like that.
She came
He
off
said
like
she didn't want to know.
track.
Oh, you know what? That's what that one dude said. Miss Hall, the one who was running for what was he running for? Hold on, I'm trying to think of the name. Not mayor. Council. He was running for councilman. Yeah, the black guy that runs for. Matter of fact, he plays in Atlanta. I think he plays in Atlanta. That black dude, the big husky.
Oh yeah.
Dude. Yeah. He's been in a lot of movies. Yeah. He's a good actor. I like him. Oh, and then the one from Get Out.
The one with the big eye.
Oh my God, y'all.
What is this man from? You gonna say?
God. We was at the movie theater. We was at the movie theater, and all I kept saying was, "Get out, get out!" Like. Them big old eyes, like them eyeballs. I'm like, okay. So in that movie and Get Out, he was more like the one he was afraid, the one trying to get away from trouble.
Mm-hmm.
In this movie, he was the trouble. He was like, what's the right hand man?
Like the right hand.
He was like his right hand man.
The one who put the metal on. Put the handle down.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but his name is, how do you pronounce his name? Hold on. I want to make sure I say these people's names wrong. I mean, Henry is the name of the actor that plays in the Atlanta movie, and he was like one of the crime bosses in the movie in Chicago, and his brother, I think he was probably his younger brother, maybe. The one who played, the one who played in Get Out.
Yeah, he was a man's younger brother.
Yep, she said his eyes is his signature. Yep.
They are.
Yep. And that role was very different for Viola. Yep. Because the last few roles she been in, let's see, she was in, well, of course she plays in How to Get Away from Murder. Then she was in that movie with Denzel. Remember when she played his wife? and Denzel. Yep.
Yeah.
When they son. Yep.
I ain't really enough on movies, but I'm getting up on
That
the
movie
now,
made me
so
cry.
y'all forgive me.
But yeah, Daniel Kaluuya. I think that's how you say his name. Daniel Kaluuya. That's the guy from Get Out. Jatime. Jatime.
So yeah, that's it. 'Cause I
Yeah.
could never. I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like wondering what he was calling him too in the movie because you couldn't really. He was like Jatime or Time. He was calling him something
They
like
need to make
a
him
nickname.
do the more clear. Like so, and some of the other, they told the big guy was
Hmm.
calling. They need to make that bigger guy speak more clear with it.
I don't. I
Maybe
think
I
they
need to listen
was.
better.
I think they was trying to make it seem like they were from not America. I don't know from where,
Oh,
but the
okay.
accent
You,
was
yeah,
so
you could
pronounced.
tell.
Usually, I will forget the name of the movie, and I can tell you every character that was in the movie. I can't get the movie. I can't tell you the movie, but anywho, I thought it was.
Until they dang, the part when they got back to the garage. That's when I think everything kind of picked up when the Viola's husband got back to the garage before he.
Hmm.
Yeah, that after that part, then that's when everything kind of went. You know, the movie kind of
Yeah,
got going good.
because it was like
Better.
in
It
the
was a good
very
movie.
beginning,
Better.
like in the very beginning, it like it set it off. And I was thinking that it was going to be a high pace, a fast pace, for the rest of the movie. But it kind of like slowed down a little bit, and then it picked up because in the beginning, remember they was on that heist, and that's when they was on a high speed chase, and they were being chased, and then eventually they had ran into the warehouse, and once they got into the warehouse,
Oh yeah,
that's when Viola Davis's husband, who was Harry in the movie, Harry, played by
Oh yeah,
Liam
yeah,
Neeson.
Harry.
Yep,
Yeah,
Harry.
Harry. I remember. Yeah, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he made it seem like basically when they had got caught, by the time the police and everybody got there, the van that they were in had caught fire. Y'all remember that part?
I was going to ask
You
you
said
about
yes,
that
it did
part.
start slow. Yep.
I want to ask you about that part with the van. Wasn't
Hmm.
that van? Because remember when they went in there, it was also wasn't it another van? I thought.
Yep.
And that one had fake dummies in it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I thought that what it was. That's
Yep.
how he got.
It was crazy because at first, at the beginning, it said, okay, it was all over the news and everything. Four men, they did a heist. The van got caught on fire. No survivors. Everybody died. I was like, oh my God. Like, they all died. Oh my God. Like, it was crazy. And I'm like, okay, so all these men gonna die. And then all the wives, which is Viola, and the other lady, her name is Michelle Rodriguez, and we know her from a lot of movies too. Elizabeth Debicki, and Cynthia Erivo. Let me see if I can get their pictures up here. I want to show y'all all the pictures just for the people who didn't see the movie. I want to make sure y'all know which characters we are speaking about, so y'all can kind of picture it. So let's see, I'm going to do, see, I thought I had the pictures already in here, but I think they were on, did I have them on slideshow? I don't know, child. I don't know. Shoot. This technology.
It's good. I got to get up to speed with it.
Yes, hunty. Okay, here we go. Let me make it a little smaller. She looks, remember when Viola was playing in, was it Fences? When they was talking about, they was trying to say she wasn't beautiful, and
that puzzles me about people that who's beautiful and who's not.
that makes me mad
I
too.
make her because I think she looked nice in the Wonder movie. I think she beautiful. Maybe that's my thought.
Oh, have my have my hand on the wrong thing here. Okay, I'm gonna get it together, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. Why is it so? Hold up. Let's fit the screen. Okay, there we go.
Her right there.
Okay, here are the people right here. I don't know what's going on with my screen back here. Okay, here we go. Viola Davis is at the top left. Of course, most of y'all know her. Michelle Rodriguez in the middle at the top. She played Linda Pirelli. She was a clothing store owner. Her husband, who died in the crash, was Carlos. Elizabeth Debicki. Now, y'all remember her. She's the one on the top right. Elizabeth Debicki. She plays Alice. And she was Florex's wife. So remember, she was the one that used to get beat. Yep, Miss Hall said the dummy. My husband told me that Harry was still alive when they showed the dush and the dummy in the van. Yep, the dummy in the van to make it seem like they was. And then Cynthia. Now this lady, ooh, I love her. The one right under Viola. On the second row, the only lady on the left.
Yeah.
Man, that's a bad mamma jamma. Her name is Cynthia Erivo. I don't know if I've ever seen her before. I might have. But she plays Belle, and she's a babysitter and a beautician in the show. And then Colin Farrell. He's the bottom row on the left. Colin Farrell. He played Jack, and he's a politician. Now him and the black guy on the right at the bottom, that's who I was talking about. I think that dude plays in Atlanta. Ain't that him? Or am I confusing him with somebody else? But anyway, his real name is Brian Tyree Henry, and he plays Jamal. And he's a crime boss. So him and Colin Farrell, the white guy on the third row on the left, them two was going neck and neck trying to both be councilmen of this city of Chicago. And then, of course, right in the very middle, we have Liam Neeson. He was Viola's husband in the movie. And then on the right of Liam Neeson is Robert Duvall, and he's the older guy. He's famous. He just been in so many movies, too many to count.
Okay.
Too many to count.
That's right.
Yep, that's Robert Duvall. And Robert Duvall plays Colin Farrell's father.
Okay,
and he's a prejudiced, racist prick. In the movie. Okay. So these are all the top 9 characters. These are the top 9 characters in the movie. I just wanted to put some faces to the movie. Now if I can get my screen back right. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. I need a camera. I don't know what's going on. You said for what? The license plate. Oh, okay. Here we go. Girl, I'm up here. I'm trying to get it together. Girl, this kitchen I like it, but it's not. It's not as big. Not as big as I want it to be. But, you know.
That's all this. One day. Keep working. Keep going. You got
it. Yep. But let me get the camera in here. Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was surprised at his character too was all. Cause
she was surprised at which ones? At Robert Duvall's.
Yeah, I was too.
Me too. I'm trying to get my camera set right again. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, that's the one I wanted to use. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. 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 Okay, I'm just gonna leave it here because I'm tired of messing with it. But I think I just gotta make it smaller. But I don't want to keep dragging it out. I don't know how I got the camera outside of the box. I know I have to put it like this, and then, but you can go ahead and toss it in while I'm up here trying to. You said you're surprised at Robert Duvall's character, Miss Hall. She's not from U.S. Blonde. Oh yeah, she's not from U.S. I don't know where she's from exactly. No, the blonde lady. The blonde lady is Elizabeth Debicki. That's her real name, Elizabeth Debicki. So I don't know where. I think maybe Russia or something
It
like
sound
that.
like it. Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
Russia
Her accent.
or Ukraine or
Someone, yeah.
one of
Just
them.
the accent was throwing me a little bit.
Okay, here we go. I like almost bit there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get it, Tanya. Get it, Tanya. Hey, took me a minute. Took me a minute. No, okay. But yeah, you said no black. Oh, you talking about the black lady? You talking about Cynthia? Her real name is Cynthia. She played Belle. That girl. She must have ran track in real life, honey. The way she was running when she had to move them bags.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God. Like, okay, but anywho, where did I end at? Okay, so anywho, the movie started off, it was like I said, it was a high speed chase, and all the people in the van from the high speed chase, they had basically died, and the person that they had robbed was, that's why I wanted to show y'all the pictures of the characters. But the guy that I said I think plays in Atlanta, his name is Brian Tyree. He played Jamal Manning in the movie, but he's the one who's running from he's a politician and a crime boss, and he was running for councilman. So I mean, he's the one that all the husbands of those four ladies, he's the one whose money got robbed. So they robbed him. So basically, after the robbery, he was like, you know what? He went to Viola Davis, played by Veronica. I mean, she's Veronica in the show. But they went to her, and basically he demanded, I want my money back. He said it was $2 million, and yes, she's very athletic, very athletic. Matter of fact, I'm telling y'all, this lady, I was like, look at her guns, look at her arms. She looked like she would have knocked him out if push came to shove. I'm just serious. If push, oh my God. And Miss Hall, did you see when he grabbed her puppy? Man, when he grabbed her puppy. Okay, here she is.
Viola puppy. But this Cynthia,
Here she is. Her, the black lady right there with the blonde hair. Now the blonde over here to the left, that's the one who I think is from like Russia or somewhere like that. But the black lady, her real name is Cynthia Erivo. She plays Belle. She's the babysitter, and she's also a beautician. Yep. So anywho, I just wanted to see her. Look at her arms, y'all. Look at her abs, y'all. She cut. For real. And like I said, the way she was running in that movie, she was flying, jumping fences and everything. Yeah, that's my girl right there. I think that's probably my favorite character in the movie. When he grabbed that puppy, Miss Hall, I thought that puppy was a goner. Oh, I thought that puppy was a goner. He came in there and he snatched her puppy up and was trying to tell her, I want my $2 million. You got 2 weeks to get my $2 million. Your husband took my money. And she was like, I don't know anything about it. And, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, oh, so you don't know what your husband been up to? You don't know what your husband's career is? She was like, I don't know. He said, you don't know or you choose. That's what Miss Hall said earlier. You don't know or you choose not to know.
Right. I think that she didn't know. I mean, I believe she probably thought he was doing something that wasn't right. But then again, maybe she just don't know. Sometimes people don't. I mean, you imagine what goes on. But
because he never, I don't know, because he never really said what his career was. We knew what she did. She worked with the school system. But that high-rise apartment that, I mean, they had a driver. They had their own driver. So he must have told her I don't know what the hell he told her he did. But I don't know. See, that's the women that don't ask questions. They don't ask questions. And then when their husband died, they don't know nothing about nothing. Anyway. But so anywho, after they stole the money, I'm trying to look at the chat too. She said she didn't know the details. Yep, she didn't know the details of his work. And that's crazy. How you not know the details of your husband's job? Like, you don't ever meet the co-workers. You don't never meet the co-workers. For as far as you know, he can be Tommy. Tommy, you ain't got no job. You know you ain't got no job. But he was like, he said, you just choose not to know. But so Veronica's Viola. Just remember the V's. Veronica's Viola. So Veronica, she recruits the other widows, of her husband Harry, of his former accomplices, to help her clear the obligation, get the money back. The driver, and that was messed up when they killed the driver.
Yeah. I was like, they didn't have to do that.
Her husband had told, was it the driver? He had told about the book. He has this book where he keeps like all his heists, all the names of all the people he'd robbed, the amounts of money, the count numbers, the setup of all the locations he did rob. I mean, down to the detail. Everything. She said no Christmas party. No Christmas party, no summer picnics. None of that. See, for real though, something wrong if you do not know anything about your spouse's job. Something wrong. Shoot. He could be having an affair at work with some lady and you have no idea because you don't know none of them co-workers. But anywho. But there's some of the notes I had wrote down. But so anywho, he had, before his death, he had let somebody know to give his wife this notebook that had all the detailed information in it. Viola got the notebook. She, of course she was mourning, after her. And that's what pissed me off. Like, okay, when she was mourning, like, oh God, Miss Hall, when she was mourning, she was like really mourning. She was like seeing him. Like, I'm like, dang, is the dude dead or is he alive? Because every time I turn around, I see him. And she would be in bed making love to the man, and then there's a vision. I'm like, she was towed up. She was like distraught.
She was. Remember I asked you about it? I said, that's why I was very confused at. I was very confused about it. Is he alive or is he dead?
That's what Samantha was confused about, because we kept seeing him in and out, in and out, in and out.
And she had 4 shots of liquor out of that flask, and then she'll take it, and then I'm like,
and she would make him a drink. I'm like, you know how some of the movies, like, what was that one movie? I See Dead People. Remember that movie? What was the name of the movie? I See Dead People. But Kevin Costner?
I don't say so.
Was it Kevin? No, Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon. What was that movie called? Anyway, the little boy was like, I see dead people. And like the whole movie, we thought we saw this person throughout the whole movie and find out after every scene. Remember everything that was red? Remember the red doorknob, the red towel, the red closet, the red door, all that kind of stuff. Then at the end, you're like, this person was dead all this time. But you wouldn't know because they were sitting there like talking to people like me sitting here talking to you.
Right.
But I'm just crazy in the head. I'm like, what up, Samantha? Give you hugs and stuff. What up, dog? You know. Delusional. That's it. Miss Hawk, delusional. Miss Hawk be on it. See, that's why I was like, I know she went to see the movie. And she be giving details. When I be giving my reviews, she be like, she likes to add her little comments and stuff. And I be like, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Because sometimes I be forgetting stuff. I'm getting old, y'all. I be forgetting stuff. But anywho, so they owed $2 million. Her husband and his friend stole $2 million from the crime boss and Jamal Manning. And in the book, Viola found out, Veronica, that it was $5 million stashed away. And so what she did was she got with the other ladies and told them all what's going on. And they basically was like, but they came after you. And she was like, and they gonna come after you because I'm gonna send them after you. I'm gonna tell them exactly who you are. Remember that?
Yeah, she said we're gonna all do this. We're gonna get this money, and we're gonna give them his $2 million, and you gonna get this, and this. And they needed to get in shape, and they was gonna get the money.
Yep, and she was serious about that mess. I mean, I'm telling y'all, Viola Davis. This role, I would have never pictured her in. She was like, she went from, straight working at a school, don't know anything about any type of crimes, and then mourning her husband, all sad and miserable, delusional, seeing him in her dreams, and all this kind of mess. And then she went to this thug, like this thug. I'm like, what? She thugged up quick.
You help it because your husband was there.
Hey, Miss Lady Sue, how you doing? But go ahead.
She told them all the ones that she could get to show up, even the lady that backed out because of her personal reasons, probably more likely with Veronica. But when they all got ready to get in shape and they was wearing a backpack because that's how much money what they was having each bag. And then when it all came down to it, they needed a driver.
Wasn't it 4 bags? One for each girl. Was that what it was?
I want to say yes. But remember before when she said that before even they got to the bags, they needed a driver. That's how Belle got introduced into it.
The babysitter, because remember the lady who plays the lady what's her name? Michelle. Her name in the movie is Linda Pirelli. No, I'm sorry, not her. Let's see, there's Viola, Michelle, Elizabeth. Yeah, it was Elizabeth, huh? No, it was the babysitter. The lady who came in late. The one who first said she didn't want to do it. Remember?
She was the one that I remember her. I'm not quite sure.
Viola said y'all have no choice. She
showed me y'all husbands was there.
She went gangster.
And I ain't holding the bag alone. We're gonna get this money. We're gonna get this man paid. And what's left, we're gonna split. And that's what y'all gonna do. And now we need a driver. And we need to do what we gotta do. And
because the driver got killed. The driver got killed. And that's when they knew it was real serious. Viola was like, okay, if he killed our driver and he, ain't the one who stole the money, what you think he gonna do to y'all?
Right.
So we need to get these bills. We need to get these Benjis for real. But the other women, at first they was hesitant, but okay, Alice, the one that plays Alice, she was beaten by her husband, Florek. Her husband, one of the guys who did the robbery, was Florek. Now, what you think about her, Miss Hogg? About Alice, and what you think about her mama?
Oh yes, Miss. Yes. I like a little comment feedback about her mom.
Hmm.
Yes, y'all. She was something. She was.
Can you believe how her mom was treating her? Like, okay, your husband just died.
You the more you gotta get back
You
out there.
you mourning, and her. Oh my God, her mama started pimping her. Her mama started pimping her. She was like, if you need money, this is what you gotta do. And she was like, but mom, she was trying to protest and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And you said Miss the one who Larry had, yeah, her. Yep. And I was like, when she said she was trying to protest and tell her mom was telling her, put your name on I don't know, it was like a dating
Like
site.
Backpage, Tinder,
Yeah, it was like a back page, one of those dating those sex pages.
She did
Oh
tell
my
her.
God. She said, you're going to put your name on
She's
this
good.
website. And she grabbed her by her chin. Oh my God. Y'all,
I was
girl,
like,
you said Alice's mom wanted to trick her out. That's what she was
she
doing.
wasn't doing it. She was like,
That's what she
you
was
gonna get that money. You gonna get that. Yeah.
But in this case, it was a good thing that Mom Dukes put her ass out there on the host roll because the dude that she ended up with,
Oh
that's the
yeah.
one that she got the information for
About the layout of
the
that
layout
room.
plan because he was a not a designer,
Seemed like an architect or
architect. He
something.
was like an architect or something like that. But anyway, and then Linda, that's the Mexican lady or the Spanish Latino. Um, Rodriguez, she's the one who owns the clothing store. She was married to Carlos. Carlos had a gambling habit, and what
Uh-huh.
I'm getting at is all of these guys, except for Viola's husband,
Had some form of a habit. That's
had some
right.
form of a habit.
Mm-hmm.
One was gambling. One was, well, not really all had a habit,
Habit, but
but really negative.
yeah, they weren't doing the money the right way.
Yeah. And her, Viola's husband, granted, he did cheat on her. He did have another woman. He did have a family that she found out about. But Michelle's husband, he was a gambler, so he lost all their money. She lost her clothing
So
store.
yeah.
The other one whose mom was pimping her out, Alice, her man was like abusive. He used to beat her all the time, and her mama was beating her.
Yes.
Like how you get beat by your man and your mama, and you a whole grown woman? I'm like, what the
That's a
man?
powder from childhood or what? Maybe she's just used to it because she didn't seem to resist too much. I
Mm-mm.
mean, you could tell she didn't like it, but she was just like, well, what's next or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
after her, after her mom started that, and the guy got the plan for the land, and they all started getting themselves prepared for it, and then they
Mm-hmm.
got the driver, and then, everything was on.
She said Alice mom. That's what I think. I do believe she was a trick. Was a madam because she was saying that's right, Miss Hogg. Because she was saying,
Mm-hmm.
basically in so many words, back in the day, when we needed money, this is what we would do, and you ain't too good to do it either. So
That's sure how she came.
I mean, she came off like real hard, and her daughter was like, I mean, like you said, she wanted to protest, but she didn't.
Mm-hmm. She did. You could tell she wanted to, but she didn't want to. But it's almost as if she knew better than to do it.
Hmm.
This is where the ball bounces. This let me just go on and get with it.
Yeah, but her mom, hey, if that was been my mama, mama rest in peace. You know I love you, Mary. But I ain't getting beat as a whole grown woman. Not as a whole grown woman. And if I'm gonna make some money out there like that, shoot, I'm gonna do it on my own. I don't need you to book my appointments.
Oh, she did.
She was like, girl, I was like,
She said,
mama,
"You book
bye.
tennis."
Mama, bye. But yeah, she should have smacked her mama back. I'm like, mm. I respect my elders and all, but she smacked the crap out of Alice. I'm like, how you beating on your daughter like that?
She don't want to get out there.
Because she don't want to. Yeah, because she don't want to spread her legs for some cash. But anyway, she did it anyway, and it worked out for the best at the end. You said that was how Alice was raised. Yep. She probably beat her all her life. And I bet you her mom probably was beat all her life and probably was out her out there on the block, on the corner. You said walking. Here's the math over here. Walking walking the whole stroll. Is that what they call it? Walking. Let your fingers do the walking. Nah. But okay. So y'all, that's a little setup of the movie. And then, okay, the first two women were a little skeptical. You know, Verona, she after the proposal. And the fourth widow, Amanda Carrie Coon, had her own reasons for staying out of the scheme. Now, Miss Hogg, that was the one with the baby. That was the one with the baby. Yes. But I'm like, okay. See, I got a little lost around that. Carrie Coon, that's her real name. She was playing Amanda Nunn. No, that couldn't have been her. No, because Carrie Coon, she played Amanda Nunn. That was Jimmy's wife. Yep, that was Jimmy's wife. She wasn't involved in the robbery. Okay. Okay, I guess. So he was messing with Jimmy's she was married to Jimmy but messing with Harry. She laughing at you. You should have seen, y'all couldn't see her because her hands was to her side. I saw that. She was like, walking the whole stroll. But yeah, so they ended up getting all the ladies to join in, and they needed a driver. And so that's when she was like, you know what? She went to her babysitter, which is Belle, the black lady who, man, she's swole.
Like she got her next fight coming up.
She's swole. Like, I'm like, but she told her, for some extra money. And it was funny because she didn't even think about it. All them other ladies, like, had to think about it. And they like, husbands did the robbery and they got to think about it. She ain't had nothing to do with it. She like, okay, y'all need me to drive? Viola Davis, Veronica, she was like, you fast? That girl, I ain't never seen, she was like FloJo. When she was running, man, she was booking. But yeah, she was an important part of them basically getting away with all that money. She played an important part. You said Jimmy's wife was reporting back to Harry.
I believe so too.
Oh, scandalous whore. Oh, scandalous.
I believe she was too.
Yep. But what was I gonna say? Veronica, Viola Davis, which is Veronica, before she lost her husband, she had lost a child. They had a son.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And so she then lost her husband. Then she lost her child. So she never really got over the fact that she lost her child. So, and that was really sad. Like when we found out that, because that didn't come to closer to the end of the movie, right?
Right.
When she lost her son.
Yeah, they talked about it after that.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. Because I was thinking, I'm like, dang, they both successful people, nice crib, lots of money, own personal driver, and no children. And then when they showed, later in the movie that her son had died, I was like, oh, that was so sad. I was like, oh, that movie made me bipolar. I'm telling you. One minute I was like, yeah, go girl, look at it go. Next minute I'm up here like,
let it be in tears. That's how I was.
I'm like in tears for real. But basically, Viola, she went from this everyday, normal, hardworking woman, and she went from there. It was like a Jekyll and Hyde. She went to like crazy, angry. I mean, she was having vision problems. She always was visioning her husband, and her son, and that's why we was confused. When we kept saying Harry, I'm like, is he dead? Yes. Is Harry dead or is Harry alive? But
when she went to meet the lady with the baby. Mm-hmm. That was a good part. That was a good. I think that might.
Miss Hall, you remember that
part when that my trust like parts.
Would you have walked away? Would you, for y'all who saw that movie, would y'all have walked away when she went to her house? The other woman, what's her name again? Connie? Was it Connie? Carrie.
Yeah,
but she played Amanda. Her name on the show was Amanda Nunn, Jimmy's wife. When she went to her house and wanted to speak to her and her dog, because she takes her little dog everywhere. Yes. And when she took her little dog with her, she put the dog down and the dog ran to the back of the apartment, or I think that was an apartment they lived in, something like that, a townhome, something like that. And the dog ran back there and he was just barking and barking and barking. And she just knew, like, okay, my dog doesn't normally bark and bark and bark like this. And so what she did was she walked all the way back there to see what he was barking at. And she stood there and she could smell. Like, what your man smell like. What your woman smell like. Yep. Like, there's this smell where you can just tell they presence.
Belong to me.
Right. All right. And so she stood there in front of that door, and he was sitting on the other side of the door. Like, he was scared. He was just sitting there like,
the sweet Jesus, that door.
Man.
I wanted it to open so bad.
I wanted her to open that door. Girl, I want her to open that door. You said Veronica knew Harry was in there. Mm-hmm. She was too scared to face it. That's probably why she didn't open the door. Because I would have kicked that. Nick, if you don't get your out of here.
Get with us and get this money. You got us all this position.
Thank you. I'm up here crying and snotting and my eyeballs red every night and I'm having visions that you really alive. And then I come over to this broad's house.
And there you are behind a closed door. Yes. I was like, oh, please. So she got the puppy. The other lady came out. She looking like shocked, like, thank you, God, that she didn't open the door. But after that, I think the whole.
But she knew then. I think she knew then too. The lady, by the way that she was reacting, I think she knew because when she opened the door to him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was crazy. He said, "Yep, she was too scared too." Yep, but she was too scared too. But I would have kicked that door. I would have kicked the doggone screws off the door. I probably would have broke my leg, but I would have tried to knock that door down. Harry, get. You and they had a baby. That's what I'm saying. I would have kicked that door in. I was like, And you got a baby over here too.
You know, you'd have been there with me. Crying and going, probably been there with, Veronica.
Our son is dead. And you'd have had a baby by your homie's wife.
Right.
Okay. He's dead. So, anywho, let's see what happens after that. The widows. Okay. They get the plans. And they all had a job. What's the Belle, the black lady with the blonde hair. Her job is basically she's a driver.
Yeah.
And as far as like being fast and running too, she had to make sure, she could do that good too. But as far as driving, she was driving the heck out of that vehicle. But Jamal's brother, Daniel. Now he was crazy. That was like his right hand man. That's the one who did like all the killings and everything. He had basically came back and threatened them because he basically wanted to remind them y'all had so much time left.
Mm-hmm.
He gave them 2 weeks.
Right, but he showed up enough. I was getting tired of him.
Right. I'm like, you gotta keep popping up. They popped up at the funeral. And they was just leaning against the trees like this. Hold up. They was like,
I guess.
they was leaning against the trees like,
everybody better be dead too.
just watching from a
right,
distance.
yeah.
Everybody looking back like, who these? Who they? I was like, who they? But yeah, that was funny. I was like, matter of fact, there was a picture on the internet of that scene when they was staring from afar from the trees. I was like, these some real goons.
I'll do it.
I thought the movie was wonderful. Excuse me. Again, I give it an 8.5. Samantha gave it an 8. No, Samantha gave it a 7.5.
I think an eight is good. I would recommend it, so I think I would eight is good.
Oh yeah. Miss Hogg said an 8 too.
Mm-hmm.
She said an 8 too. But this movie, excuse me, so far it has grossed over $43 million. That's a lot of money. I don't know how much them individual actors got paid, but that's a lot of money. And the movie only been out. Well, that was last when I checked. That was 2 weeks ago when it was at $43 million. So I'm sure it's probably more right now. But anyway, Veronica, she had got the book with a detailed explanation for a heist worth $5 million. She talked the ladies into doing it with her. She was like, okay, we're going to take this $2 million. We're going to pay off the brothers, the Manning brothers, Jamal and Jatime. Jatime, that's the one who played in Get Out. Jatime, that was his character name in the movie. So they're gonna get their $2 million. If we pull this off, you get one, I get one, you get one. We all get $1 million to start our life all over again. So that's when again she recruited the Alice David, that's his name, the guy that was paying her for sex. Oh, yeah. Remember that scene, y'all? When she was in the room and I guess she was kind of like thinking they were going to have something special.
Right. Oh yeah, when he said, "Where can I drop you off?"
Okay, how you gonna get paid for sex and then be like, what we doing? You know how you ask a dude after date him for a little while, you be like, what we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Where's this going? I just want to know, are we going to take this to the next level?
Right.
He was basically like, girl, you ain't nothing but a hoe. He got a family at home. I mean, but like I said, she got from David what she really needed. David was a real estate exec. That's what he was. He was a real estate exec. And he was able to basically decipher, the blueprints or the plan of the building that they was. Miss Carsey laughing. She said, but he was able to identify the blueprint as a safe in Jack Mulligan's home, and Jack Mulligan was the racist dude. Mm-hmm. Remember? Mm-hmm. So they was gonna steal from him the $5 million. So basically, that was her job to get that information because they all had a job. Belle's job was to drive. Alice's job was to get that dude to, find out where the safe was. Right. And then, what's her name? The other one was supposed to get the guns.
Oh, yeah. When she said, I should expect this to get the guns.
Find a way.
I was like,
you said, when can I come to your house? That's what she said. She was like, and that's the thing. When somebody if you gotta ask somebody, when can I come to your house? If they ain't invited you over their house or
You
at
ain't
least
going.
made some plans outside of the hotel room, it's a chance. They got a family.
Mm-hmm.
They got a family. But Linda, Linda, she was basically deciphering the blueprint and Harry's plan. Uh, and what's her name? The one who had to get the guns. What was her name? She was cracking me up. Trying to learn how to shoot them guns. She was cracking me up. But their chauffeur name, Bash. That was the chauffeur's name, the one that got killed.
That was so sad. I didn't like that.
Yeah. He was murdered by the Mannings, by the Manning brothers.
They sent the
Jateme.
people in there. Yeah, they go. I guess they call them.
Yep. But then Linda again, she recruited the babysitter. Veronica visited Veronica, which is Viola Davis. Veronica is her character name. She visited the Mulligans' home. Remember
Yeah.
Jack
Oh,
Mulligan?
yeah.
She
That's
visited
what
their
he
home
said.
because she needed protection from the Mannings. But he basically was like, "You on your own. Y'all owe him that money. You on your own." So he was like, "No, I can't help you out." So while she's doing that, she had Belle outside scanning the security. Remember
Right.
when she was jumping the fences and all that?
She could do
That girl, she was. I'm telling you, that's Flo Joe. She was jumping fences, hurdling. She was running. Oh my God, she's like super fast. You said she forgot she was just a trick. Hey.
For a moment, because he brought her right back. He asked, why should I drop you off at?
He brought her back to reality quick. Like, no, sorry, I gotta go home to where I belong. But anyway, she got what she needed from him. But yeah, when Veronica went to visit the Mulligans, to ask for help, he turned them down. But Bill was able to get all the security, find out where all the cameras was, and basically she cased the place while Veronica was in there trying to get help. But then she got the code from blackmailing the CEO at Mulligan Security Company. Remember when she took the photograph?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it was like, at Harry's.
And he was like,
Yep.
That man was livid. He was like, threw it in the car. Like, my balls of hers was bigger than it. She's like, I got what I needed. Goodbye.
Yep. And then when they actually was doing the heist, you said Veronica cased out the place inside upstairs. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
nope,
yeah.
didn't do nothing for her. Nope, they didn't do nothing for her. They didn't do nothing for her. And then remember when they was casing the place and they had to shoot that guy because he was about to shoot the ditzy one. Alice. He shot Alice. The one that was getting yelled at by her parents. The one that was getting beat.
Oh,
the one who,
they had to shoot the younger man's dad.
Mm-hmm.
When they was getting the money, when they was leaving, and he came out the room and was like, "You gonna steal my money?" Or
Robert Duvall. That's his real name. Robert
Oh
Duvall.
my God. Oh yeah. I was like, oh, they shot him.
Yep.
And then the girl got shot. She had to go to the hospital.
But that's what he get for not helping them when they said they needed security.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. Yeah, we gonna steal your money. And that's exactly what they did. He called them in the act. He was like, y'all gonna steal my money? He tried to pull a gun. He was down. They shot him. They kept it moving. Yep. And then after they got the money, then they jumped in their vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh no.
I was too. I was like,
all that for nothing. I was like, all that for nothing. I mean, all that planning.
We getting it. That's showing you that don't give up. And that's like, we getting this money. You ain't, this too much trouble.
Yep. What you say, Miss Hall? You say crazy daddy said you think you can steal from me?
Yes, he did. Right about the rum and the jammies.
Oh, I love me some Robert Duvall though. That old man. He crazy. Too, he was heated. He was heated. Oh, y'all gonna steal from me? Ain't he president too? That's why I was like, he got it. He deserved it. That man, he was so. I'm like, but yeah, he had a mouth on him. But yeah, so they Alice gets injured. Uh, Duvall, he gets killed. I think he was he was dead, right?
Yeah, they killed him.
Yeah, they killed him.
Yeah, he died.
And then they tried to get away, but then Jamal's brother Jamal, that's the bigger dark skinned black guy that I showed y'all a picture of. He's the one that was
puppy, right?
Yep, he's the one that had no. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
He the one who grabbed the puppy, and he had ran them off. No, he had chased them down. And once they got to the car, remember what he got to the trunk, right? Once they got to the trunk, I think he took the money out their trunk.
I think that's
right?
how. Cause no, they had it in the van, didn't they?
Yeah, they was in the van, but then they was putting it in the van. Yeah, in the trunk. Well, I said trunk like a car, but yeah, they was putting it in the
back of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came up, and then they took off with the van. Remember,
he just popped out of nowhere. Like he literally just popped out of nowhere.
They made me feel like
okay. Miss Hall said she'll be back. Got to get something to drink.
Okay.
But yeah, they had hopped in. They had put the money in the van, and then like they came from like behind the doors. You know, they came from like out of nowhere.
Right.
And took the money from them.
Oh man, it made me feel like we trick or treated when you was a kid.
I was like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? They did all that. They killed the old man and everything. And here comes Jatime.
Always like a ghost.
I was like, get out. Get out. I'll tell you, every time I see him, I don't care what movie he in, what show he in, but that Get Out movie, his character, when he's sitting in that seat, with his eyeballs all open, and he's going to the sunken place. That's all I can picture. The sunken. You remember the sunken place? Well, he was up there, and then he had his hands like tied to the seat and everything. But then excuse me. Then what they did was after that, after Jatime had took the money and stole the money from them that they done stole. Now, mind you, they only owed Jatime and his older brother, the one Jamal, who was running for councilman. They only owed him $2 million.
I know they was trying to take it off.
They was being greedy, and them gangsters took all the money, the $5 million. So what they did. Veronica was like, "Oh hell no!"
You see how that kick, whatever that fight or flight kick.
Girl, I
was like, "We getting this." Money.
Yes, fight or flight definitely kicked in pronto. They took off. They took off and they chased down Jatime, and they ended up running to him and running the van off the road and killed him. Yeah, he was killed just like that. I was like, ooh. Payback's a B.I.E. A B.I.E. Like little Scrappy. A B.I.E. Payback is a B.I.E. But yeah, he got it. He got it good. Shoot. But anywho, so you want to tell what happened after that? After they got the money?
They got the money. Viola went back to the...
Yeah, they separated or something.
They separated because the lady the other one that got shot. Her and the other lady went to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they took her to the hospital.
Veronica ended up at the garage alone, and she was trying to transfer the money over to another car, and then her husband comes out of nowhere, basically like
out of nowhere.
I'm taking this. Thanks for a good job of getting it or whatever. She was like, oh heck no. And that was a wrap for him after that.
I was like, how he going? That was crazy because I did not expect that. I didn't expect for him. Okay, y'all. This what happened. Viola Davis, who plays Veronica, her man, one of the guys that did the heist, played by Liam Neeson, he had did the heist with his friends. What had happened was when they were being chased down, from robbing the Manning brothers, one of the political ones who was running for councilman, and his younger brother Jatime, he robbed them, and when they was getting chased down, he set the van on fire that they was in and had some dummies in there. and make it seem like, everybody had died and everything. He snuck out of the van and took off
Oh
with,
yeah, it was on the
yep, he took off. And he, so basically, he took off, but all the money had burned up. It was in the van. Remember, all the van had set up, went off with fire and all that and everything. So he basically had hid in hiding with the lady that he was cheating on Viola Davis with,
Yes.
that he had a baby with.
Yeah.
He left the plans. I guess I'm gonna take it as he didn't want to be seen out in public because he was supposed to be dead,
Yeah.
and that's why he left the plans for her so she can get the money. And then what he did in return,
oh, he was gonna come back. He had a project.
he had it planned from the
When they
beginning.
finished the job, whoever would have been there, he was gonna. And his plan was at the end of the day, let Viola and those women take this fall, get this money. He gonna come to the.
And he was gonna kill him.
Yep.
But see, I think what had happened was, I think with the driver, I think he had told him before, where the book was, because it wasn't like they knew they were going to die or knew they were going to get caught. But I think he had told him previously, like, if anything ever happens to me, tell my wife to go here for this book. So he had wrote all the information in there, all the heist and everything, and the future plans and places they were going to. But I would have never thought that he would have came back after they stole all the money, after they got the $2 million to pay off the Manning brothers and the other $3 million to split. I would have never thought that he would have came back to rob his own wife.
And he was gonna kill her. He used Veronica. He did.
He was gonna kill her dead.
Yep, but that goes to show you never know. You could be sleeping with the enemy.
Sleeping with the doggone devil.
They say it.
Sure. But yeah, he had came back. So when Veronica and them, they got the money back from Jatembe after they ran him off the road and he died instantly from the crash. They separated.
Yeah.
They each took some money because they were splitting it, of course. So they each had big book bags of money and they each had their money. And Veronica, Viola Davis, she went back to the warehouse, which was like their planning area. That's where their husbands would do all their planning for their heist and everything. So she went back to the warehouse to wait for the other ladies, and he showed up. And remember, he came in and they started fighting.
Yeah, I can remember he was fighting. Yeah.
He was fighting his wife like some man off the street.
That's what I said. That's it.
He was fighting Viola.
He was fighting her hard.
Like, y'all was married for a long time. Had a baby. The son died. And he wanted that money. But anywho, she got the best of him. They were fighting. I think she ended up on the ground. Is that right?
I think so.
And then she pulled a gun.
Right. And then yeah, and because when she shot him, I was like,
right. Miss Hall said she got his butt.
She sure did.
She got him. He was about to walk away with that money, and she was on that. And she pulled that gun back and popped his butt. I was like, that movie was everything. I'm telling you. I told you. I said I wanted to go see it again. Shoot, I probably still will go see it again. Shoot, got a movie theater right up the street. But I might go see it again because I really, really, really enjoyed it. And yes, Miss Hall, she got his butt.
Yes, she did.
She got his butt. He needed to die. Duvall, he needed to die. Jack, the old man, he needed to die because he was just a prejudiced old fart.
He was. He didn't show no kind of, nothing towards him. Like, he was a straight, like, I got nothing for you. I ain't helping you. Why you even here?
Yep. And in the public, he was like, oh, this, like, great person and cordial and nice, and behind closed doors it was these N words. I want to say the words, but what I'm talking about. Calling black people all them names and Mexicans and all this kind of stuff. And it was funny in the beginning anyway because the one who wanted to run for governor, Jack's son, who was running against Jamal Manning. The only way that he was able to even run because they stayed a block within the district.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was never. He really was. Nowadays, I mean, it was a movie, but in
Yeah,
reality, I think they probably would have just sat there to where you're not even close. You too close to do
she
that.
fell to the ground when she saw him reach for the gun. She said, "Not today." Yep.
Sure
Yep.
did.
She was down there like, pow, like
I
got him,
worked too hard.
got him.
He was gonna do me, so I'm doing you first.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, that was.
But yeah, that was crazy. I liked it. For those of y'all who have not seen the movie, I highly recommend, especially if you're a fan of Liam Neeson, if you're a fan of Michelle Rodriguez, if you're a fan of Viola Davis,
For sure.
especially if you're a fan of Jatime. Well, he played Jatime in a movie, but his real name is Daniel Kalua, the guy who plays in Get Out, the one who was dating the white girl, and he was in the sunken place. The sunken place. He was in the sunken place. But but yeah, it was a really good movie. So I do recommend it. Go see it. Go check it out. We gave you like a little rundown summary of the movie, but it's a lot. It's a lot more than what we gave you. You know what I'm saying? So don't think because when we do our movie reviews, if you tune in and hear some of the spoilers, please don't take away from the fact that the movie is still worth going to see.
Because it is.
Because
it really is a good movie.
And even if we do a review and it's a horrible movie, and we like, oh, it was horrible, but this is what happened. You know how it is. Well, some people be like, I like this movie. Well, I hated it. Well, you might like it. So, yep, Miss Hogg in the chat, she says she highly recommends it. Yep.
Thank you to Miss Hall for joining in with us tonight.
I know. I love me some Miss Hogg. But yeah, so that's our live review of Widows, starring Viola Davis and Liam Neeson. So go check it out, y'all. Any indie words? No? Me neither. Anyway, as usual, in the meantime and in between time, Prime Time Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. Deuces. Oh, remember that? Ostro. Ostro. That was so funny. All I saw was your fingers on the side going like this. All right, y'all. We out.